because the Supreme Court has not given an answer.
No, I'm saying that would have been if you had actually then debated it, because that was the challenge. Does it have the power or not? But the question only came up because you chose not to let me now at least ask the question. You had a chance to respond that, yes, you did say that do it as soon as possible.
Yes.
But that is still, as I said, a very open-ended kind of insistence on the government, which means technically that there is no deadline for them. And there is no way of enforcing that deadline.
Sometimes determinations which may affect the overall balance of the federal structure in this case are best left not done at that point of time because they would hurt more than advance the cause of federalism. And therefore, we have accepted the statement of the government. Let's also accept, as the Supreme Court said in the contempt petition the other day, they said that Jammu and Kashmir, this is again my reading from the media report because I'm not in the court anymore. The Supreme Court has said that Jammu and Kashmir is like no other state. That was something which the Supreme Court judges said. Again, you may accept what they said, you may agree with them, you may feel that, well, Jammu and Kashmir is like any other state in the nation. No. You may still say that. Others may say, well, it has security parameters which are unparalleled to any other situation in the country.
I actually agree it's not like any other state, but actually that's a case for the reverse, because there's been a history where the perception that there's been high-handedness from the center or there's been unilateral actions has actually become a trigger for unrest. So one would have thought that here there is a greater sensitivity to that, to ensure that the people there feel injustice was not done upon them. But so you can see that it can even be argued in the reverse.
Are we speaking for the people right now? I mean, is either of us competent to talk about the people of Jammu and Kashmir? We talk about the Constitution. And insofar as the Supreme Court is concerned,
only because the question of Kashmir came up as a sensitivity.
This is something which is done in case after case. I mean, not every case, but if you trust, are you not entitled at the highest levels of constitutional governance to trust a co-equal branch of government which says that we are going to restore statehood? Now, one more point which I wanted to make is this.
Yes.
Can you ignore the incidents of terrorism which take place even today in Jammu and Kashmir, and then say, well, irrespective of all that, we feel that statehood should be restored today? Sorry, that's not the function of the court. At some point of time, the government has to take a call on what's in the interest of the nation, because the government is justified in saying that the preservation of the nation and the integrity of the nation must rank above everything else.
But isn't that ascribing too much trust in the functioning of the government? I mean, the Supreme Court is meant to act as a check or a counter.
Which it has. Because the Supreme Court...
So the idea that you just have to accept the government's actions in good faith.
But because the Supreme Court asked the government, if you are saying that we are not restoring statehood, we will then go into the question as to whether you can reverse statehood. If you are accepting the fact that the restoration of the statehood will be done, then we are inclined to accept, considering the fact, the security situation, we are not giving you one. See, for the elections, for instance, we said you must hold elections immediately by a time-bound period, because we felt that democracy must prevail, elections must be held, and therefore we gave a timeline for holding elections. But for the restoration of the statehood, it was a judgment of 5 judges. 5 judges felt that, well, we should allow for a little free play in the joints and let it be restored at an early date.
This is only a teaser. The full interview is available on our website only for our subscribers. You have to catch this one. So subscribe to newslaundry.com, watch the full interview on our website. It is worth your money.